Hi, this is Mark from Right Line Trading, and this is our evening newsletter. Starting with this disclaimer that all signals and trading opportunities that we provide are for educational and demonstration purposes only. Everyone should understand that participating in trading in the markets involves substantial risk, and a person can lose a substantial amount of money. Always carefully consider your financial position prior to trading and never risk more than you can afford to lose. Now, just to do a recap, yesterday I told you that there was significant unusual options activity on AMC to the downside. I called this bearish trade. Now, right here is resistance. And AMC traded into it and then just fell like a stone. You took the trade off resistance at 48. You got over $5 to the downside. This was a very lucrative at the money put. So just doing a recap to show you that unusual options activity is a major market mover. I would continue to hold AMC and look for further downside. But in our trade management, we have 50% out, and we're holding the additional 50% at no risk with our stop at break even. Now, from now to the close of the year, I think we're going to see a nice bullish run going into the end of 2021. All the mutual funds have to show nice returns to their investors, and same thing with the 401k plans and hedge funds. JP Morgan has to also answer to a lot of their investors. I think there's going to be a lot of bullish activity. Now, there are a lot of stocks I like that we're in, only I think the safest way to play this market, one way to the upside, is buying a semiconductor ETF. Now, I picked Van Eck Vector Semiconductors. It's really not necessarily the one I would necessarily dogmatically adhere to, but I think this slight pullback is an opportunity. And after Labor Day, I see a lot of potential move to the upside. We've got resistance right here at 273.37. We break that, and we are off to the races. So $3 upside, and off we go. Now, there are many, many stocks I like going into year end. There are just so many, I can't recommend them all in my evening newsletter. But I feel this is the safest and most likely to close to the upside. We hold quite a number of chip makers in our options alert portfolio. We have Taiwan Semiconductor, we have Qualcomm. Taiwan has been doing awesome. Qualcomm has been doing quite nicely. What else do we have here in terms of chip makers? Oh, it's maybe the only two. And there may be room for a third. I'm going to be looking around at the end of this week to potentially get into a third chip maker and overweight the portfolio in the direction of chips. So this is where I would look to park some money, and I anticipate an upside move. Now, we've got a little bit of a pullback. So, like I said, we're not technically ready to take the trade. The multi-time frame alignment and trend is to the downside. We're below the 50. We've got a scanner signal actually short. But we know this is where we want to break. If we don't break 273.38, break it, whoops, I just hold on. If we don't break that price, we have no trade. But I would look for the chip sector to rise, break resistance, and then I would ride it long. Of all of them, I think you really can't go wrong with Qualcomm. Taiwan Semiconductor is already on a tear to the upside. I'm not so sure I would chase it to the upside. I haven't really paid that much attention to advanced micro devices lately, but it's another potential trade to the upside. And then there are many others. I'm going to be honing in on what I think is the juiciest, and it's going to be going out of my Options Alert newsletter on Monday actually, to position ourselves after Labor Day, going into the end of 2021. If you'd like to come aboard that newsletter, it's inexpensive. You're more than welcome to give us a call, 786-732-4656, and we'd be more than happy to put you on board. We have done exceedingly well in a very, very difficult market. But I'm not here to sell it. I'm here to tell you what I think you should do. Just like yesterday, I took a short position on AMC, told you to trade it short, and it collapsed. Well, we're looking for a bullish move on Van Eck, and we know that we have to eclipse 273.37 before we've got ourselves a nice trade to the upside. Everyone have a wonderful evening, and I look forward to talking with you tomorrow.